Hello everyone, this is Mike Regan here with another Regan rant for February the 26th of 2010. And today I'm going to be talking about Heavy Rain. So if you have not already beat the game, and if you've not even played it yet, you probably want to miss this podcast, not podcast, but Regan rant, because I'm going to be talking about the spoilers in this game. I'm going to talk about the game pretty heavily. Uh, um, First of all, I bought the game yesterday and got it around home around 10 a.m. So I was out pretty early. And I started from 10 a.m. and I beat the game. I mean, I played it quite a bit, but not nonstop throughout the day. And I beat it about 11 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock last night. Um, Now, I didn't get the best ending. In fact, the ending I got was pretty disappointing, actually. Of the four characters, three of them died, and the one who didn't die, well, he's okay. I mean, if you beat the game, okay, I'll say it. Shelby lived, and so I got perhaps probably the worst ending imaginable. Um, I'm pretty impressed with the game overall. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of when you think of like games like Call of Duty or Modern Warfare 2 or even the SmackDown games, there's multiple reasons to play that game over and over again. For Modern Warfare 2, for example, you have the multiplayer, which is huge in itself. It's a game in itself, and then you have the single player, which that's going to take some time to beat and play through. I mean, and then you have the co-op missions, which there's a lot of replay value there. Um, that being said, immediately after I beat the game last night, I wanted to play it again. I wanted to do better, and I wanted to see how things would play off differently if I had, I necessarily, if I had made the timing presses correctly. And I think right there, I mean, there's enough value in that game to pretty much warrant its expensive buying the game. It really is a interactive movie, and I will say this: I think Heavy Rain is the one video game released so far that I've seen that has the biggest set of balls in video games. I mean, there's so much content there that's done so well from a story standpoint that that that's heads heads above anything else that you've ever seen in a video game. Um, you know, yes, some of the acting's terrible. Yes, I mean I hate the walking mechanism. You look like you're basically a robot walking to walls. I hate it. I hate that. But with that, even despite all that, the story itself, just the nuances of the game. I mean, think about it. Here's a video game that lets you brush your teeth, and in the context, it makes sense. I mean, it's cool. I mean, you can change a baby's diaper if you want to, and that's cool. I mean, they nailed. I mean, they nailed that, and it's again one of the. I mean, I said at E3, it was my game of the show from what I played of it, and I think so far from what I played of it, just be on a what it brings to the table and what it presents to the audience and what it brings to the video games is a level of maturity and story wise that it is the game of the year. It's just simply about the fact of the story, um, which is that's it's only what February, and then it's already it's already set the standard for game of the year. Um, like I said, I was really impressed with that. I ain't. I'm going to talk a little bit about the ending, and maybe somebody can email me and SMS me and help me understand it. But all through the game, I thought Shelby was the one character that was a good character. I mean, I thought I was rooting for him. I mean, I thought he was a good guy. I thought that where his loyalties were. I thought his more he had a good moral compass, and and at the end, the twist at the end kind of I mean, it almost struck me as a Vince Russo moment where there's a swerve for the sake of a swerve, um, which I mean, I still just I just don't see. I mean, I didn't see all during during the game how he, I mean, could be the how he could be the origami killer, and maybe I missed something. Maybe I didn't pay attention to something that I should have. But I mean there was no clues up until that point where he was revealed to be the killer that he was the guy. I mean I had no clue. I mean sure the FBI guy you said that he's employed but he has a job that gives him a lot of time, and I thought okay, that's interesting. And then they were talking about the typewriter, and right when he found that particular tidbit about the typewriter, I mean there was a typewriter at his desk. Um, I don't. I mean I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about him being the killer. I think it was. I thought out of the four, I was kind of hoping it was somebody else. But anyway, that's just my opinion. With that being said, I I really did enjoy the game. I'm looking forward to playing it through again and getting a better ending and seeing what other endings they can possibly come out of that happen. I'm just interested in at what point. I mean, where does I mean what choices make what difference in the game and where it changes? I mean, I'm interested in seeing that, and if even if there isn't a difference, I want to see what effect that has. But anyway, I definitely recommend picking that up. If you've already listened to this Regan Rant already and you haven't bought it, shame on you. I warned you with a spoiler. But yeah, it's definitely one of the best games I played this year, and I will put that up against any game out there that's coming up. I mean not even I would even put that over Mass Effect, and I haven't that far in the game, and from everything I've heard, yes, it does does it kind of what Heavy Rain does with the story, but still, I mean, Heavy Rain nailed so many things right. I mean, I'll give you an example of one of the things that Heavy Rain nailed, absolutely nailed as a moment, and it's every parent has this fear of losing their child, or not being able to find their child, or their child gone missing, and every parent has at one point or another had that fear in the back of their throat or the back of their heart when you're at the mall and you turn around and your child is not there where he's supposed to be, or he wandered off. Every parent's had that one time or another. They've all had that fear, and that fear you felt it in this game. I mean, I felt that. I mean, I felt the fear. I felt my heart race a little bit, and the way they. I mean, even the way they did it, where how everything started closing in. I mean, that's exactly how it is if you've ever lost a child like that. And I think that's just. I mean, kudos. I mean, kudos to Quantic Dream. Kudos to Sony for. Like I said, it's a ballsy title. I mean, that Heavy Rain, like I said, is the biggest case of balls in a video game I've ever seen. And I hope they do more of that. I want to see more games like Heavy Rain come out. Um, better walking mechanics, please. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I think it's so far the game of the year, hands down, and it's definitely worth checking out. And I hope you guys do. And I hope you know if you haven't already and you've already listened to this podcast. I mean, don't let what I spoiled so far ruin you. It's a hell of a ride up until that point. Definitely check it out. It's definitely game of the year material. Let's see. We have a podcast tonight. Be sure to check that out tomorrow morning, bright and early Saturday. We also have we have a bunch of stuff coming up on the site on a daily basis. So I mean, just check it out. We have columns, video game videos, news, screenshots, the wrestling game. The wrestling game database stuff. We have a wrestling column coming up. We have a video game column. There's a lot of stuff you need to check out. Feel free to email me. My email address is mike@gamingring.com. The email address is right there. And I'll talk to you later, everybody.